Relieve heavy menstrual bleeding and cramps naturally. If you are a healthy woman, there can be no avoiding menstruation. This condition is a completely natural cycle of life, and there really is no getting around that fact. However, some women are more unfortunate than others. An example of that would be heavy menstrual bleeding and cramps. Many young women end up growing to dread their periods because of the painful conditions that come along with it. However, even though menstruation itself is a natural process, excessive bleeding as well as the cramps are not. It is possible to relieve or even eliminate these annoyingly painful conditions. This article comes with a recipe which you can use to relieve yourself of menstrual bleeding and cramps, and perhaps even keep it away for good, so long as you remember the step-by-step process provided below. Even if you are not suffering from heavy menstrual bleeding and only rarely get cramps, it does not hurt to try this recipe out for yourself, because who knows? When the time comes for your natural cycle to start anew, with enough luck you might be able to rid yourself of the anxious feeling or perhaps even those irritable mood swings with this article. So what are you waiting for? Continue reading below to find out what you need for the recipe to relieve heavy menstrual bleeding and cramps. All of these ingredients can be bought in any local health store. These include red raspberry leaves, preferably loose, but you can also purchase them in tea bags if you wish, some flax oil, make sure that it is a high-quality kind, and purchase it in a dark bottle, and lastly some rose hips. Again, you can get them loose or in tea bags. Once you have everything, you can follow the routine in the next steps. Ingest the flax oil however you wish. If you want your desired effect quickly, ingest about 2 to 3 tablespoons of flax oil every day. You can put it on top of your favorite salad or some steamed rice if you wish. However, make sure that you do not cook this oil, as doing so will shed it of its valuable nutrients. Before your menstruation period begins, drink some tea made from the red raspberry leaves and the rose hips. Simply follow the instructions provided to you by the health store when you purchase the leaves and the rose hips. Making tea is quite simple, but requires precise ingredients, so make it with care. Drink 2 or 3 hot cups a day less than a week before your period begins. This will ensure that the ingredients' effect will be at its strongest. You can continue drinking this tea if you like even after your cycle, as this tea is quite delicious aside from its obvious health benefits. So long as you follow this simple recipe, excessive menstrual bleeding as well as cramps will be a thing of the past. However, keep in mind that it may take some time for the tea and the flax oil to take effect, so do not lose hope if the results are the same and you still suffer after your first try. Keep going, and soon your body will be able to absorb the full potential of the flax and the tea, protecting you from menstrual bleeding and cramps.